Meanwhile, in Taranaki, more than 100 millimetres of rain has fallen over the last 24 hours, causing slips, surface flooding and overwhelming sewerage systems. The emergency response team was mobilised in New Plymouth and public health warning signs put up at contaminated beaches, streams and rivers. Our Taranaki Whanganui reporter Robin Martin has more.
That's the sound of Spud Andrews, a greenkeeper at the Paritutu Bowling Club, fishing mats out of its flooded greens. Spud's seen it all before.
A little river there, break a banks there and break a banks down there. And flooded the green, as you can see how high it is up there, along the wall. So it's not the first time, probably won't be the last time.
The little river Spud's referring to is the Manga Otuku stream. He reckons the amount of rain this morning meant it simply couldn't be contained.
They were supposed to have unblocked further up there so the water can go, but I think we just had too much rain today, just too much rain. Couldn't handle it, so she had to go somewhere, so she came over the top of the banks.
You're like a big stream down here.
Across the road at St Joseph's School, the principal, Mike Dowd, says the stream came up from one moment to the next.
Just really intense, heavy rain. So I guess if that was a deluge, that's what it was. And just the river just come up, broke the banks really quickly, and the road became a river. So it was impassable really from both ends.
He ditched the gumboots and went barefoot to help the kids into school.
Yeah, just ferrying kids out of cars, supporting parents. We had a teacher aide and a caretaker down there, so umbrellas and coats, and just getting kids up across the road safely and just monitoring traffic as well, trying to alleviate the congestion.
With more rain forecast this afternoon, Mr Dowd put the call out to parents to pick their children up after lunch if possible. The Mayor, Neil Holdham, says the deluge has had serious implications for the city's water infrastructure.
We've had stormwater inundate the wastewater system. We've had sewage overflows at Ngāmuru Beach, at the Tianui pump station, near East End Beach, at the Huatoki pump station in town. We've also had reports that the Wawakai River has overrun the pump station at Glen Avon.
He isn't glossing over the problem.
Essentially, we've got sewage in the waterways in those areas, so we'll have to put up notifications at the beaches. The concern is that we just need people to stay out of the water for a few days because we have just the system's been overwhelmed with stormwater, and so there's a risk to public health.
Met Service meteorologist Lewis Ferris is happy to confirm folk hadn't been imagining just how wet it'd been.
Heavy rain has definitely been around the Taranaki region over the last 24 hours, coming down into New Plymouth especially. There's been 90 millimetres in the last 18 hours up to midday. That's more than what was received in all of November 2019.
The outlook is better, however.
The good news is as the day progresses, the evening, this will ease back. We do have a heavy rain warning in force till 6 p.m. and a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 p.m.
And at least the rain's given the kids at St Joe's something to talk about. Well, some of them anyway.
I was really high on the flood. It pushed down one of the fences, bended down a bit.
It was really wet.
It was really crazy, water was just overflowing.
I was frightened dead. It covered the whole entire field. I thought it was cool.
In other weather-related news, an Air New Zealand flight from Wellington to Hamilton was diverted to Auckland this afternoon after it was suspected it had been hit by lightning. A company spokesperson says engineers are assessing the aircraft and its passengers have been put onto another flight to Hamilton. I Taranaki, mo te hōtaka o te ahiahi nei, ko Robin Martin aho.